But I mean, it's my business. My equipment's got to run.
I like working with knowledgeable people. And people are gonna treat you good.
I grew up on a farm. Both my grandparents had farms. Everybody had John Deere for years. It was this philosophy. The green and yellow paint was so expensive, but it was always, they stood behind it, and you could get a part anytime, anywhere. It didn't make a difference.
They acted like they wanted to work with you. They wanted to sell a tractor. They showed you what it was about, worked with you, showed my wife how to run it. Sat up there probably 4 hours testing tractors, stuff like that. And you can call them, ask them questions. They're just easier to work with than me.
I love it. They're kind of in disbelief that a woman is driving a tractor. Never rode a tractor before, could never get used to the one we had before. And then he showed me one time when he brought it in, when I got on it, and it was so easy to operate. I just love it. I look forward to coming home. If grass needs to be cut, it's relaxing for me.
They're going to treat you with respect, and they're going to treat your equipment that way.
You know, this whole business is about people. That's all we're about is people. People buy from people. We try to make it not so much a transactional business as it is a relationship business.
First of all, you have to be happy with yourself. Second of all, you have to work in a good environment that makes you want to get up and go to work every day.
It's attitude, it's a way of life. You know, you come to work in the morning with the attitude that I'm not going to let anything today mess up my day, it makes things a whole lot easier.
Play, be there, choose your attitude, make their day. So these are the 4 points of the philosophy. And they need to be taken as a whole. But it's about being with who you're with when you're with them. It's about being present. This is for you to make a difference for you, and you're not going to be told you have to write everything out or answer certain questions. This is useful. It's to help enhance the culture, take it to the next level. What you do is really not as important as what you bring to what you do, or who you're being while you're doing it. So I invite you to ask yourself this question today. Who am I being when I'm at work? Who am I being in this room today? You know, what did you bring into the room? It may be curiosity, it may be excitement, it may be cynicism, it may be like, another meeting.
When you're talking to someone, you want to look them square in the eye if you're one-on-one with them. And you want to make that person feel like they're the only person in the world.
Sean says when you're being there, it's like being with your best friend. Who is being there for you? What makes them good at it? What does that make you feel like? Let's take a minute and have that conversation with people around you.
Or if they ask you a question, sometimes you get a shoulder shrug or a head shake. You don't really say yes or no. You don't answer that question. You just kind of, yeah, whatever. So
I think if you're just pleasant, you don't quite gather as much information as if you're fully present. You might miss a few details from the customer and what they want.
By the way, the conversation we just had, this is a great conversation to have. What does it look like? Can you change someone's mood? Can you put them in a good mood? And this is what this fish philosophy is all about. This is what the conversations, it doesn't have to be about your workbooks. Sometimes just be sitting around talking, how do we keep this going? And that's really the purpose of the books, it's the purpose of the film.
The fish part, we typically do as a rule anyway.
When we went up to buy it, it wasn't like a headache, you know. Sat down and it was just like talking to buddies. You know, what do you need, what do you do?
From the littlest customer to the biggest customer, I see them treat everybody the same.
They're at work, let's say, and they call me and want me to go by the house and take a look at something. I try to build that trust and that relationship enough to where they don't mind me doing that without them being home.
If we're down, need something, they do their best to get ready to help us get back running.
If I'm not going to get the service after the sale, you will not sell to me. You might do it once, and that's the end of it.
Well, I think as a whole, an individual's going to buy something if they know it's going to get backed up.
I just think service is more important to us than a bottom line price. And that's the way we work it.
treat people the way you would want to be treated. You know, treat people with respect. Listen to what they have to say.
The friendship that we have with John Deere, the fact that if I have a problem, if I say the gator's not exactly starting right, the pedal is sticking, he's here. He's here for us that evening.
Treat your customers the way that you'd want to be treated.
It's not just about John Deere. I mean, he comes out, he's concerned about what's going on, if we're okay, and he'll call anytime, and that means a heck of a lot.
Being able to build the relationships has meant more to me personally than the sales dollars.
He's more like family to me.
And just use good common sense and build good, solid relationships.
I think today's society is so fast and so uncaring. When you got someone that you can talk to, and again, not just about the tractor, but what are you doing, how are things going, that makes a big difference.
You know, the more you get to know the people around you, that promotes the camaraderie and the teamwork. You know, folks need to realize that you're all here for one common goal, and in order to reach that, it takes teamwork.
And we are like a family. It really is. It's not just a generic place where we come to work at 7 o'clock and leave at 6.
You know, they just like helping the people.
Everything's John Deere. Everything's John Deere.